What's a phobia you have that not many people understand? It's probably not an official, diagnosable phobia, but I don't like horses. I don't trust them. They are too big. I don't think a person should own any animal they couldn't take in a fight. Emetophobia. Fear of vomiting. Mine is mild compared to some of the stories I've read on our emetophobia. Most of the folks there can't even say or see the words vomit or nausea. They say VNN instead. Being nauseated causes me some anxiety, but not to the level of avoiding chicken meat and never flying. My dad died of Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Even though I know it's a prion disease and you have to eat brain or cerebrospinal fluid to catch it, I can't eat venison anymore because of CWD and not knowing how it was butchered. It's irrational, but I can't get over it. Heights. Most people think it's that I have a fear of falling. It's actually the fear that I'll make a split-second decision to jump. Petrified of large dogs. Although this has improved over the years, friendlier ones are less likely to bring up as much anxiety. I don't think it's strong enough to be classified as a phobia, but fear of slipping and falling. Examples that would set it off would be skiing, skating, walking downstairs without a handrail, or going up down slopes that may be slippery due to snowy smudged grass. I would move overly cautiously or even lock up entirely. I have a phobia of inanimate objects watching me, particularly pictures with humans. That or escalators, because my friend fell and almost broke her neck on one. Not sure what the phobia is called, but I have an intense fear that everything I've ever lived through has been completely staged and everyone around me is in on it. And they can all read my thoughts and watch my every move, and can manipulate my surroundings and control my life in unimaginable ways. If any, inoxophobia, fear of being in a crowd. I feel like I'm choking or drowning and I can't breathe. Alexis and Siri with Hey Siri enabled. Terrifying to think they are always listening. I have had pretty bad tachophobia, fear of pregnancy or birth. People thought I was insane for it. I saw a psychologist my entire pregnancy and then elected for a C-section. Food where the face of the animal is still attached. Can't eat whole shrimp. My fiance is terrified of fish. Don't matter if it's alive or dead or just a photo. Even realistic drawing freak him out and give him nightmares. I have agoraphobia, and I've given up trying to explain to people that it doesn't mean I'm afraid to go outside. Elevators, especially the opaque ones, and the way it feels like everything outside has ceased to exist. This small box is now the universe. Then you feel it moving, and the floor presses up from under your feet, almost like it's getting smaller as time passes. Planes taking off and landing. I had this recurring dream as a child. I was on a flight and it would rumble so bad taking off and then shoot into the sun. Sometime the landing dreams are it speeding towards the runway and exploding. I'm 30 and still terribly afraid of the dark. Balloons. When I worked at a restaurant that was first an ice cream stand, we had to blow up balloons as side work. The nozzle on the gas tank would point right at your face and you couldn't move it. Well, the company got really cheap with the balloons, so like 37 would pop right in your face during the inflation process. Ever since then I'm always paranoid balloons are going to pop when I'm near them.